All right, first one, I already told you, shoot with what you got. If you got a cell phone, start with your cell phone. I promise you it's gonna be good enough to do whatever it is you're trying to start, because the important thing is that you start. But tip number 2, gear doesn't matter. Let's tackle that controversial statement. Does gear make a difference? Yes, it does. Different cameras perform different. There are objectively better cameras than others. But why people say that is when you're getting started, the gear doesn't matter, your education level matters. And even once you're going, your education level still matters the most, because you can have the cheapest phone, you can have the most expensive camera you can buy. If you don't understand how to use it, it does no good. If you don't understand lighting, if you don't understand audio, then it doesn't matter what gear you have, it's still gonna look bad. Honestly, the more expensive the camera, if your lighting and stuff is terrible and everything else, it's gonna look worse, because it's gonna be obvious how off things are. The most important thing is to understand how to set a camera. What settings do you need? What should you be set at to do the thing that you're trying to do? How does the scene need to be exposed? How does the scene need to be lit? Do you want a blurry background? Do you want everything in focus? Those are the things that you have to understand. You have to be able to envision how you want it to look, and then know how to use your lighting and composition and subject placement to get the best possible image. And then when you're talking about audio, what kind of mic do you have? Where are you placing the audio? What do you want picked up? What don't you want picked up? Because that's going to determine what kind of mic you use. Like, all of that kind of stuff matters, and that's the kind of stuff you need to learn. So if you don't understand the basics, let's not try to graduate past that. So boom, you might not like hearing this, I'm gonna say it anyway. If your camera is set completely to auto, you don't need anything better than what you got. You shouldn't be trying to graduate to the next thing until you've taken your current camera out of auto. Which means if you're using an iPhone or Android and all you're doing is hit record and go, you're not customizing any settings and the camera's doing it all for you, you don't need a camera. If you bought your first camera and all you did was leave everything in auto how it came and you hit record, you don't need a better camera. Because if you're in auto, you're already not getting the best image out of that current camera. So let's not spend money that may not improve what it is that you're doing, and let's spend time educating ourselves how to use the camera. If you don't understand what the white balance is, if you don't understand what your shutter speed is doing, if you don't understand what your aperture does, if you don't understand your ISO, like if you don't understand your exposure triangle, how it all works together, because that's gonna determine the look that you're getting on the camera. And if you don't understand those settings, you don't need anything better than what you have. Take time to educate yourself. How do I get the most out of my camera? I'm running this right now for 3 different cameras. A cell phone, a more average professional camera, to a cinema camera at its price point. And I understand how to use every single one of these cameras because I learned how to set a camera. Learn your settings first. Understand your settings first. And then graduate to something better. Learn to shoot with what you got. That's my tip.